everyone, Sophia here, My Great Challenge. Welcome back to my Esty Shop. I'm going to showcase 7 items that are going to be in the shop Friday at 5 p.m. And there's a little bit of everything: pottery, ceramic, mill glass, crystal, and Corningware. Let me start with this one because this is fabulous. This is just fabulous, okay? This is Bohemian crystal, which is basically crystal from Czechoslovakia. This is from the 1950s. Now, you find those a lot in shops, but the majority of the time they have chips. Oh, did you hear that ring? Beautiful. They always have chips because people are not careful when they close them. So the chips are always on the inner rim here, or they're on the rim on this side. And this one is in perfect condition. It's gorgeous. It's heavy. Once it's clean, it's gonna look fabulous. Look at this. So it's got the little diamond pattern, the sprays all the way on top. It's got not the Star of David, but it has, let me put it this way, maybe you can see a little bit better. Look at the design on this. Oh, it's so pretty. Footed, not scratched on the inside. It was well cared for, really well cared for. Look at this. And I think you saw me pick it at the where did I get this? I think at Willing Hearts. It's beautiful. Bohemian crystal is, of course, you know, leaded, and it's very heavy. So this piece is heavy. The top here is in great condition. Very often there's a chip. This one doesn't. Isn't it beautiful? So what do you do with this? Well, it's meant to be for candy, bonbons, chocolate, anything that is already in a little wrapper. So if you have candy for Easter, you can do Jordan almonds, which are some of my favorite. I love those. Could just eat them nonstop. So for Easter, you can put the Jordan almonds in it, or you can put the Cadbury eggs in it and have that on your table as a centerpiece, or you can just do a potpourri if you want, whatever you want. You know, it's in really, really good condition. So, and it's not super expensive. All right, this is not like Waterford or anything. It's Bohemian crystal, cut crystal from Czechoslovakia. So that was item number 1. Item number 2, it's been on my shelf for quite some time. I picked it because it's a Haeger, but it's very unusual for Haeger, and to be honest, this is probably a very late Haeger, right around the time of the factory shutting down. You can feel it. It's much lighter in terms of the pottery itself, and it's much more modern. But because it's modern, it's more current, if you know what I mean. This is a very tall vase, black, with those little square on it, almost like computer chips. And you know what, let me close the door. On white background, you're probably gonna see better. How's that? Much better, right? Okay, so it's black. It's very tall. It's in a really good condition. The only thing is that there is what looks like a chip right here, and it's not a chip. It's actually the glaze didn't go all the way onto that little square thing. So it's almost like a manufacturing defect, which makes it cool, in my opinion. But there's no chip, right? I'm looking. No, there's none. There's just that little thing. It's interesting because you can see the underglaze underneath it, and it just didn't catch on it. It's from Haeger, and it's from 2000. So it's 23 years old, all right? Not vintage, but it's pretty neat. So this is for sturdy stems, not the floppy kind, all right? So you can do roses, irises, gladioles, you can do twigs, all sorts of things. A lot of people like that kind of modern style. I would not pick it for myself because it's too modern and it's black, but I know that people who have like a modern decor would love this. So that's a Haeger from 2000. It's got a number on it, which is interesting. It says 95, 73, 230. I don't know what that means. And it's got the little, what you call them? Felt pads on it. So that's the Haeger. All right, when I come back, 2 more. So here's another one you saw me pick. That beautiful vase. Ah, I love this. This is so pretty. This is Aynsley, made in England, fine English bone china. The pattern is Pembroke, and it says reproduction of an 18th century Aynsley design. So Aynsley has been around since 1775, and what they did was reproduce old pattern that they had. So you have this beautiful bird right here, and it's a bud vase, meaning that the top is very narrow, so it's only for 1 stem. 2 maximum. Would be beautiful if you had peonies, so you put a big peony in there, or 2, or roses, anything within the same color than you see here on the design. It's a very pretty vase. It has a beautiful, elegant form. I really like the top here with the taper, and it almost looks like, you know, you could pour something out of it. The gold is beautiful, untouched. I'm looking at it, not faded, nothing. This is a very nice vase. Pattern is Pembroke, or Brock, Pembroke, with the bird. Looks like a exotic type bird, and foliage and flowers. And again, this is a pattern that they reproduced from the 18th century. So that's, Aynsley has been doing this pattern for quite some time. And I guess they reissued it. It's a beautiful vase. So that's item number 3. Next, we have milk glass, a sugar, an open sugar bowl, and a creamer. The pattern is starburst. You have the star at the bottom here, and you can probably see on here. It's really nice milk glass. This is not Westmoreland or Fenton. I believe this to be an L.E. Smith milk glass, just based on the thickness of it. It's really, really neat. I wish I had the platter. I don't. But it's an open sugar bowl with a creamer. There's a lot of milk glass collectors out there, and again, you don't have to use them for the purpose of sugar and milk. Okay, you can use them to corral little trinkets, items, whatever. Diamond pattern right here, and then this kind of like flower in the middle. I don't know if you can see it, and the flower repeats right here, and there's the starburst at the bottom. They're very pretty, very heavy. You know, it's milk glass, and it's very opaque. There is some see-through on the edges. It's a sawtooth edge right here, which is in perfect condition. There's no chip, nothing. I love milk glass, okay? I'm telling you, if I had the room, I would collect all sorts of milk glass, but I just got to pick and choose what I'm going to collect. So I'm restricting myself to very, very rare patterns. I like the Lotus pattern by Westmoreland, and I like Hobnail, and those are the ones that I collect. So this one is just very pretty. It's a sugar and a creamer, and they're not expensive. If I can find the pattern, I'll put it right down below, you know that. But so far I haven't been able to identify it, so I'm not sure who makes it, but it looks like an L.E. Smith pattern. It's very pretty. I love milk glass. Next, you saw me pick that one too. They call it the hobnail. This is hobnail, not to confuse with English hobnail, which is the one that's pointed and faceted. So the one that's rounded like this is the regular hobnail, and it's the rooster, hand-painted rooster picture. And this is from Arco, which was a Japanese company. It had a whole set originally with a creamer and a sugar and I believe a teapot. I'm not sure. But I only got this. So anybody who collects roosters would love it, or somebody who's trying to replace their pitcher. It's in really good condition considering its age. I'm not even seeing a lot of crazing on it. It's clean on the inside. There's no staining, no chip. It's really, really good. And it has a black accent right here on the handle. So that's the Arco ceramic rooster pitcher with the hobnail pattern. This is super cool. You saw me pick that too. This is from Holland, mid-century. So I have a tea or coffee pot. More than likely it's a tea, just based on the fact that there's a safe strainer in there. It's beautiful ceramic. So I have the pot in that it's not really mustard, but it's yellow. I have the creamer with the inside that's white. Really cool. Love the round on it. And I have the sugar bowl. Now the sugar bowl has two, I don't know if you can see them, little chips. Okay, this thing is over 60 years old. We're going to accept that, you know, there's little incidents that happen over the years with handling, but it's the whole set and it's really cool. I love the design of it. So it's a sugar, a creamer, and a teapot, which you can use for coffee as well. I love the glaze on this. It's so neat. Look at that. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. And the spout is in excellent condition. Very often you go to the store, you find a really cool teapot, and when you look at it, there's a chip here, or it was broken and you can see that it was re-glued either here or here. And this one is in perfect condition. Now I have these, which I haven't put up for sale yet. These are from Argentina. They're not the same yellow, but you could probably pass them to go together. I haven't put them up yet because I can't find the saucers. But anyway, it's a beautiful teapot, and it's got a little vent, pipe hole right here on the knob, which is neat. So it's hidden, basically. And of course, it's got the little locking mechanism. Hold on. Let's lock you so that it doesn't fall. Awesome. So again, that's the teapot, the sugar bowl with its lid, and two little tiny chips, and the creamer, which is in excellent condition. I think they look neat. They have a they're definitely mid-century in terms of the shape and the design, but they can be very current as well. I think they're timeless in terms of the design. So that's the teapot set with the creamer, made by Fris in Holland. My last item is a rare find, and I'm going to insert it here. Rare. It's really rare. You're not going to find it on Etsy. You're going to find every time you're going to look for it, it's going to be sold, or you're going to find other item in the series. Back in the 70s, Corningware did a lot of promotional items that were limited editions and only with certain companies. All right. One of them was the Shell company, the gasoline Shell. And I think it was in 72, they created the medallion. And they did it in green and they did it in blue. The blue one you find a little bit more. The green is very hard to find. And I here have the green medallion percolator. Now, I've had it on my shelf for a very long time for a reason. And the reason is that I do not have the insert. This is the 9-cup Corningware green medallion percolator. And again, I don't have the insert. I need to clean it, but it still can keep everything super warm. And if you can find the insert, then even better. If it had the insert, it would be worth over $100 something. Without the insert, much less. Because people, you know, the collectors, they want to have the whole thing. But I know that this is a very rare item. You can find, again, you can find the medallion in blue. Very rarely are you going to find pieces with the green, and if you do, it's usually the casserole dishes, but you won't find the percolator. So with or without the insert, it's super rare. You know how I feel about Corningware. It's got its Pyrex top that was meant for you to see your coffee percolate. It's just been on my shelf for too long. I need to sell it. So again, Corningware 9 cup in really good condition. It needs a good cleaning. You know, the bottom is a little damaged here, but that's with Corningware. You just got to give it a little bit of barkeeper's friend and it will be like brand new. I know there's a controversy over the glue that held these, that they had a tendency to fall, but that's mostly for the electric percolators, not necessarily for the percolators that were just the ones you put on the stove top. But collectors know about that and they'll buy them anyway, like I do. This is really, really cool. So again, this was a promotional item for Shell, and that was just sold that 1 year when they promoted, when they were doing the advertisement for Corningware, and they knew they was starting to be collectors and they wanted to do limited edition. So this is a limited edition, the green medallion with Shell. And the medallion itself is pristine. Okay, let's look at it closer. Pristine. There's not a little fade, nothing. It is in perfect condition. So this is a collector's item. I'm parting with it because it's not my pattern. If it had been well, let me see, how many do I have now? In the Spice of Life, I have the regular percolator, I have the electric percolator, and I have 2 tea pots. And I have the smaller coffee percolator. Yeah. So if it was Spice of Life, I would have kept it. But it's green medallion, and it's a very sought after item. So if you have a collection already of Corningware and you're looking for another one of the rare items, the limited edition, that's perfect for you. And if you want to start a collection of Corningware, the green medallion is a good one to start, or any of the medallion, because they are very sought after, and it's the thrill of the chase when you collect is to find the items to go with it. You're gonna have a hard time, but you will find them here and there. You'll find them, not so much at the thrift store, but online you will. So if you want to start building a collection, why not start with the percolator, because that's the rarest of all of them. So that way you've done the hardest part first. It's a cool design. It's like a mandala type design. But yeah, so Corningware did promotional items, and that makes them really rare. And I kid you not, when I say rare, I mean it. Okay, this is an item. This is it. Out of all of the Corningware, not the most sought after, but it's up there. So these are my 7 items for the week. What would I keep? Definitely this. You know me and crystal. I'm almost keeping it. I'm having second thoughts, but I'm selling it. I would definitely keep that. The Corningware I would keep, but it's not my pattern, so I'll make somebody else happy. And I would keep this because it's super pretty. It's just a beautiful pattern. It's well made. It's elegant. This is my style. Okay, so I would keep that and the crystal and the milk glass and pretty much everything. I'm so bad. I don't think you realize how difficult it is for me to do this, because I would keep literally almost everything. Okay, almost everything. And I know you've noticed new stuff on the shelves. That's because I've started thrifting for the month of February, and you'll see those on video at the end of the month. But if you want a little preview, these are 1960s Rosenthal ceramic iridescent cats. And what else? We got these guys here, the pottery, and oh, this is fabulous. This is Vara, Germany crystal. Needs to be cleaned, but anyway, there's a whole bunch of new stuff. You will see that at the end of the month. Thank you for watching. That would be it. Tomorrow, 5 p.m., all those items will be in the shop. If you're not interested, that's fine. But look at the items on pictures and see how beautiful they look once they are cleaned and showcased. You may have second thoughts. You may decide to go and grab them. In particular, this one. I am so looking forward to cleaning this guy right here and making it sparkle. And I'm actually thinking about changing my background where I take pictures, because sometimes I feel like they're not, it's dark, it's nice, but it's not showcasing some of the items the way I would want them to be showcased, because it's too muted. So I have to figure out something. If you have an idea of what background I should use, let me know down below. And other than that, I will see you next week for another round and what else I'm putting in the shop. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting Frenchy and Tubby. The link is up here and down below. And if you are a small business, a women-owned business, you have an Esty Shop, and you want me to feature you in one of my videos, contact me down below, or DM me or PM me, whatever they call it now. It's kind of confusing sometimes. I would gladly feature you and give you a boost. I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.